the quietly hoarding reason your gas stove's blue flame is fed by the same frozen fuel that's still collapsing the seafloor of the North Atlantic. And in 8150 BC, off the coast of Norway, it unleashed a slide bigger than Scotland and drowned an entire prehistoric homeland under a wall of water 25 feet high. That fuel is still down there. It's still moving. Here's the part that should bother you. The reason this matters isn't 10,000 miles away. It's inside you right now in the pipes that heat your home. Natural gas and methane hydrate are cousins. One warms your kitchen. The other is packed, frozen solid, into the mud beneath every ocean on Earth, trillions of tons of it, locked into ice-like cages under pressure and cold. For most of history, that ice stayed ice. It held the seafloor together like rebar in concrete. But the ocean's bottom layers are warming faster than anyone predicted, and when that ice melts, the ground it was holding up simply stops existing. That's what happened at Storegga. Scientists mapping the Norwegian seafloor found a scar the size of Iceland, a single collapse that moved 3,500 cubic kilometers of sediment in one event, generating a tsunami that slammed into Scotland, the Faroe Islands, and Greenland, and permanently erased Doggerland, the land bridge where Mesolithic people once lived, hunted, and buried their dead. The trigger, researchers now believe, was methane hydrate destabilizing after a warming period thousands of years earlier. The ice let go, the seafloor followed, and an entire coastline drowned before anyone could run. But here's what nobody tells you in the textbooks. Storegga wasn't a one-time event that finished and sealed itself shut. In 2016, sonar surveys of that same slope found something researchers didn't expect: active slumping, fresh cracks, new sediment sliding downhill in real time, decades and centuries after the ancient collapse was supposed to be over. The seafloor there isn't a healed scar. It's an open wound that keeps reopening, millimeter by millimeter, section by section, every single year. This is where it gets genuinely frightening. Ocean bottom water temperatures near major hydrate fields have crept up enough to keep destabilizing the ice at the exact depth where pressure and cold used to hold it frozen forever. As that boundary shifts deeper, more hydrate turns to gas, more gas escapes, and more sediment loses the scaffolding that kept it in place. Picture the same frozen fuel that lights your stove, except spread across thousands of square miles, sitting under enormous pressure, slowly cooking loose from underneath. You can't see it. No one on a boat above it would notice a thing. The surface stays calm while, beneath it, an entire slope is quietly giving way, inch by inch, in what geologists now call slow-motion failure, landslides that don't happen in seconds, but unfold across years, sometimes without ever fully stopping. And this is the part scientists genuinely cannot fix. You cannot refreeze an ocean. You cannot pump concrete into a gas pocket the size of a country. Monitoring buoys and sonar sweeps can tell researchers a slope is moving, but nothing on Earth can reach down 4 kilometers and hold that sediment in place. The only real defense is watching, mapping, and hoping the next major failure happens slowly enough to give coastal cities warning. Because when Storegga went off 8,000 years ago, there were no warning systems, no forecasts, no time. There was only the water arriving. Here's the part that should keep you up at night. Storegga isn't unique. Similar hydrate-laden slopes exist off the U.S. East Coast, Japan, the Gulf of Mexico, and West Africa, places where millions of people now live along coastlines that sit directly downstream of slow, silent seafloor collapse. Insurance models don't price for it. Coastal planning barely accounts for it. Most of these zones have been surveyed once, maybe twice, and then left alone for a decade at a time, because monitoring the deep seafloor continuously is expensive, and funding follows disasters, not warnings. Which means somewhere right now, a slope no one is watching could already be doing exactly what Storegga's slope did before anyone noticed, sliding, quietly, one frozen cage of gas at a time. So next time you strike a match and that blue flame catches on your stove, remember what it's related to. Remember, it's the same substance holding entire ocean floors together, right up until it isn't. Scientists have the sonar, they have the models, they have the ancient scar to study. What they don't have is a way to stop it, or a way to know which slope, out of thousands, is the one already sliding toward its own Storegga moment. So the real question isn't whether another collapse is coming. It's whether anyone will be watching the right patch of seafloor when it finally lets go.